This video is created with the support of my patrons, and this week I've been asked to look at YouTube videos that parents can recommend for their children to watch. Now, of course, YouTube is one of the main ways that kids find entertainment online. They're less likely to watch broadcast TV and more likely to watch endless videos on tablets, smartphones and computers. But the videos I'll be suggesting are ones that have more of an educational element to them, maybe are a little bit less commercial, and essentially it is content that parents feel their children will get more out of than just entertainment. And what better place to film this than being back at Tubers, which is a video academy that teaches kids how to make video, but also how to do the production, safeguarding, editing and getting their content online. So along with setting up your devices with the appropriate settings to ensure your children don't stray into inappropriate content on YouTube, the tips I'm going to be offering today are for age-specific videos so that you can find really great content for your child. And I've had a great time spending a couple of days trawling through YouTube and finding some amazing content creators that do a brilliant job of making content that your child will like, but I think you'll also like as well. So my first age category are the 3 to 6 year olds. Now obviously this is a really young age and children want light entertainment that they can watch. These videos are often longer and have less kind of narrative content and will be themed around learning letters, numbers and colours. And a great example in this space is Blippi. Now these videos, they do that, they teach kids about colours and numbers and the alphabet, but they also do it in an inventive way with really nicely written, well-produced songs, and also trips where they go outside, maybe visit a farm, maybe visit a factory. And to me, it reminds me of the content I used to watch on the BBC, like Play School or Play Away. But whatever they're doing, the videos are really well made and kids will love them. A particular video not to miss out on is On a Ranch with a Horse. Another great channel for the 3 to 6 year olds is the Sesame Street channel. It has a whole backlog of content from the TV show, but also new made for YouTube content as well. That will include songs with their puppet characters as well as celebrities that will come in. But throughout it doesn't feel commercial and there's a real quality in terms of the education and of the music production, and those puppets of course are really top notch. One of their videos that my kids really enjoyed was the Adam Sandler song about Elmo. Another video channel which I really recommend is the San Diego Zoo. This is a real working zoo in San Diego, but what you get is the inside track on what's happening with the animals. This extends beyond just a webcam or looking at who's visiting the park, and you actually get to learn about what the animals need in terms of care and space and how they're exhibited to the public. A video that stood out when I was looking through the channel was one about orangutans and otters living together in the same space. The next age category I want to recommend videos for are the 7 to 11 year olds. Obviously, children at this age are looking for different things from YouTube as when they were growing up and a lot younger. And there are a whole host of videos and video personalities targeting content at them. But I think there are other channels that they may not have discovered themselves that they would really enjoy. The TED Ed channel is a great example of this. We've all heard of the TED videos and adults like to consume them, but there's also TED Ed, which takes those top-notch expert talks and animates them, and this makes them much more accessible for kids. A video that my kids have enjoyed on TED Ed is the one about why doesn't Teflon stick to anything. Minute Physics is another great YouTube channel for this age group. In short, succinct videos, it introduces children to really quite high-end physics ideas and experiments. It provides an easy way in, they're well presented and they're animated so children can understand it without getting bogged down in too much of the detail. A Minute Physics video that I really like is Why is the Solar System Flat? Another YouTube channel really good for kids this age is Grian. Now he does lots of Let's Plays and is a Minecrafter, but a Minecrafter with a difference. The videos here lack the kind of backslapping camaraderie of some of those older teen Minecrafters and actually have a more considered approach to the games that they play. One series in particular has caught my attention, Minecraft Evolution, where they start at the original version of Minecraft, which is very limited and doesn't have many options, and then as they play through the game, they slowly upgrade and get more and more of those Minecraft options. It's a really nice way for kids to see the roots of Minecraft and where it came from, and what it was like for those early players who first started playing the game when it was still becoming popular. Finally, for this age group, Soul Pancake is another great channel and one with a real difference. It offers videos designed to make kids think, laugh and sometimes cry. They not only ask questions about popular culture, but address topics from an emotional and ethical perspective. The idea is to get kids thinking, questioning and acting ethically. My next set of recommendations are for children aged 12 to 15. Obviously by this stage they no doubt will have found some of their own content on YouTube and will be learning the skills that you've taught them of how to navigate YouTube as a space, how to understand the truth or the falsehood of some of the content they're finding there. But still, I think there are some channels that you can suggest to them which they'll enjoy watching and they'll get more out of than some of the more celebrity-led content that is on YouTube. A great example of this is the Brain Scoop channel from the Field Museum in Chicago. They're presented by Emily, a former volunteer of the University of Montana Zoological Museum, who shares amazing items from the museum in Chicago. This includes artifacts, but also unusual sound recordings and interesting facts, and they go out on field trips. The videos stand out not only for the level of quality of their production, but also the way they address complex issues in simple ways, and they avoid talking down to the viewer. I really enjoyed their video, A Taxonomy of Candy, where they addressed this quite complicated topic of taxonomy, of naming and categorising things, but looking at it rather than animals and species, but different types of sweets. It was both entertaining and informative. Vsauce is another great channel for kids this age. They take on a whole host of topics and go deep with detail so they can challenge understanding and encourage viewers to think for themselves. More than just education, the channel is a great way of challenging viewers to question what they know and ask why it is true. Optical illusions, gravity and even the shape of the Earth are some recent topics. A video I've particularly enjoyed is one that tries to identify why people kiss. Another great example of an individual YouTuber creating content for this age group is Nerdy and Quirky. These are intelligent and well-made videos about teenage life, from the awkwardness of talking to the cool kids to the light-heartedly addressing issues like gender, politics, death, money and even fart jokes. Throughout these videos, host Sabrina Cruz is friendly and full of common sense. One of her recent videos that I really like is How I Made a Mistake, looking at social awkwardness and the trickiness of being and speaking in social groups, whether at school or at home. Finally, we have the Mel Mercer channel. This is a great example of an individual amateur creator making content for other people her age, whether that's about style, music or fashion, or just the daily humdrum of growing up and being a teenager. Throughout, Mercer comes across as normal and approachable. She chats about photography, concerts, record and thrift store shopping, and as you can tell, it's an endearing account of an American teenager's life. Perhaps best of all, Mercer doesn't take herself too seriously, which means that the content has a homemade, homespun kind of feel, which means that viewers may imagine or may get into making similar content themselves. A great example of this is her recent video, What High Schoolers Are Actually Wearing. So there you go, that's my recommendations for some specific videos that you as parents can recommend to your children at different age groups. What I hope this helps you do is to guide your children to a healthier range of YouTube watching, so they're not only watching the big stars or the more commercial channels which maybe have 1 million or more viewers, and they're equally spending time with more amateur creators or more educational content. It should also mean that you as a parent can create a conversation with your child about what they're watching and what they get out of it. This video has been recorded in the Tubers studio here. They're one of my patrons. If you'd like to join them in supporting me to make this content, you can do that for £1 or $1 a month. That means that you then get weekly videos into your inbox about how you as a parent can help your child find more health in video games, in YouTube and being online. You can subscribe to Patreon in the link that I'll put up here and in the description below.